students, thank you so much for coming today. The title of this session is called Augmented Reality in Education. And today you guys will be learning how to make an AR, how to augment reality inside your classroom and use it to the benefit of your students. But here is AR. Here's a gentleman, his name is Ronald Azuma. He's the pioneer, the innovator of AR technology. He defines AR as an environment that includes both virtual reality and real world. Pretty much it allows teachers to fuse digital world and your physical world together. So when you take a look at this, it's a two-dimensional object. You're limited to the information that's in front of you. However, if I layer it with a digital information like a video, it will give you more information. So that's what you guys will be learning today. Focus on the one that you really want to focus on today is called Aurasma. It's a fully customizable augmented reality app. It's the one that I use, the one I can create. Yep. And you can make it in a minute. It's quite easy. There's two parts though. You can use it on an Android device or iOS, or you can use it on the website, the studio. That's the one I prefer to use because I have more control. And you can create it pretty quickly. Let me show you what it looks like, and then we'll get started on using it. Where the physical meets the virtual. So you have a two-dimensional object. You scan it. And you can see why the kids would be engaged with things like this. How to make one. So you have an iPad. Go ahead and grab that iPad that I gave to you. And you want to go to the very last page on the iPad. And that's where I placed the Aurasma app. It's the purple one. And it should be located on the very top left. And when you open it, you should have something that goes in and out. Right? I want you scan. Here, let me change this. Only scan the $20 bill at this moment. You should have it on your presentation. It should lock on to it. So it's animated. So you feel richer. You feel wealthier. Now if I... Right. Now Gina, I'll scroll this down for you so you can scan that. And it plays sound and everything that goes with it. It locks on it, exactly. And you can move it away as well. You can move it away and it still play. Now whenever you're done, you can press X on the very top left and it'll close it up like that. So what I like to do is I embed YouTube videos or myself making a video on educations and upload it to YouTube, and then which I can download. Any video you can do that with. The animation.
So you can't download the video straight from your computer.
You can.
It eventually be done to YouTube and then download it?
No, you could go any videos on your computer. I have to download it from YouTube to make it. Does that make sense? Because you can't just put a link, you need the video itself to upload it. So yeah. So let's go ahead and see how you can make one. So now you have the left side, so we'll focus on the mobile app first. Go ahead and scan this part and watch the video if you can. And that will show you before we do it ourselves. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and grab the iPad. And you're going to open up Aurasma, of course, which you should have it opened up already. Right, and it should look like this. So this is in the mode where you're ready to scan something, which you're not going to. You can press the very bottom icon, the little A, on the very bottom center, and it should look like this. The very first part, the explore part, you don't really need to do anything with that. That's only if you're curious about other people's creations.
Sorry, that's what the
right, the very bottom left one. What you want to do is press the plus sign. That means you're going to create a new aura. At this point, you have animation you can pick from. These are animation that it's right there. You could have an image, a 3D object. It's all these different ones that you can choose from. When we have better internet, it should load. Mine's not loading. Create one. Images. Now, let's say you want to do your own video. So I want you guys to close this app by pressing, just record something real short of yourself. What I did is you choose either Star Wars or the Jurassic World and do a short review of that movie. You can have students create videos, and when you're done, you can go ahead and save it as if you would on your phone. Okay. So you guys have video saved to your device, right? Yes. Right. Now go back to Aurasma. Now let's go ahead and choose from our device. On the very bottom right, click on device. You're going to do a plus. On the very top right, there should be a plus symbol, an addition symbol. And you're going to click on from your photo album. And then, of course, I'm going to choose my latest one, which is the one I just did. And you can preview it if you like, or you can just click on choose. So go ahead and click choose. It's going to compress the video, and it should have an option to name it, which I will skip because I don't need it. I'm going to click on finish because I'm going to skip the name. That's optional. That's not mandatory. And whenever you're ready, go and click on select on the bottom right.
Oh, my trigger image.
Right, now your trigger image I put on my world. You can create any other trigger image if you like. However, there is so now it will play whenever it sees that image. At the very end, you should be able to create, no, you have to create a name and save it though.
Oh, okay, that I
And then now you can save it by creating a title for it. I'm going to put sample. You can make it private or public, and you can add it to a channel. It's kind of like Instagram, and I'm sure you guys use Instagram. You have a channel. You have they need to follow you for you to scan it. For example, if I want to do your image, I need to follow your account. So your students need to follow you, so it keeps it safe. So I could do public. I could do add to a channel. Yes or no, I'll do room 14, and then click on finish. Now, whenever my students follow me, they can scan that image, and it will have that video that I embedded. It should be able to play. And there's my video. Right. Right. Add to channel be your channel.
will create a.
Make an account. You create a channel. Be root
This is what you were saying. That's when the
your channel. It's like Instagram.
was free accounts.
Yes, free accounts.
Have you done any of them?
Right. It's pretty much QR code on steroids. That's what they call it. Now, the other part is the studio. This is my account online. I like this better. I prefer this when I make my videos. I click on create new aura on the very top. It's very easy. I do my trigger image. Let me log in.
It's not app-based.
No, this is a website. This is what I prefer. I like this one. So I create new aura. What you add your trigger image, which I have on my desktop ready. I'm going to do severe weather. I'm going to teach them science on severe weather. I click save. There's my trigger image. I'll scan it. It'll process it. Say no, you can't use this because it's not enough detail, or I'll tell you you need to choose a new one. It's pending. I'm click on next. Now you need to put your overlay. What you want to overlay it with. I am going to go on my desktop. I downloaded a video on YouTube on severe weather that I loved. I want my students to be able to scan that. I click on save. So now this is the video that goes on top of my image, my trigger image. And at this point, I'll save and I can choose different options I can do with it. For example, you click it once, it will take you to a link. If you click it twice, it'll make it full screen. And things like that. So I'll be saving it at this moment. The bigger the video, the longer it'll take to process. Now I can click on things like add action. Every time you can tap on it, what do you want to do? You want to load a URL? What's the URL? If you want them to pause it, that's what happens when you tap on it. I want to make a full tap. And done. Save. So every time someone full screen, you can add different actions to it. If you double tap, what do you want to happen to it? At this part, you just go next. You can preview it if you want. These are my other ones that I've created. Whenever they scan that picture, it will play the severe weather app, the video. So these are things you can do with it. Here's my example. I use Google Classroom for math. I post an image that looks like this. And I'm zoom in for you. It says, please do problems 1 through 3 to the best of your ability. If you need help with the prompts, then scan the picture below. So if I scan that right now, it will be a video of me explaining how to do problems 1, 2, and 3. Because I already embedded. As long as they have this picture, I can insert into Google Classroom, insert into any worksheets I want, and as long as they scan that picture, it will be that video of me talking to them that will play. Because that video is attached to that image. Yeah.
Does the image have to be in color to...
It works better. But no, I've used it in black and white because I made it on worksheets before. I do it for scavenger hunts. And if they go around scanning it, it'll tell you, it would be a video of me telling them where the next clue is at. And it worked on black and white. It matters more about the details. So if I scan it right now, I know you guys can't see it, but if I scan it on my side, it'll be a video of me teaching them it. You could also scan words and different animals. It'll teach them about that. And you could do student display. So here it is. You go like this, and you can explore other people. You can search channels. And let's say that I'm trying to find Mr. Luu. And then you can find it. You can search for it. And you can find, look, there it is, Mr. Luu, room 14. I'm clicking on that. I like it, share it. This is mine, of course, but then it will be a part that says follow. Right, it'll be follow. And then once you follow them, you're done. So I just want to show you guys this because there's so many things you can do with it. There's endless possibilities. You can embed it with language arts. You can do it with leadership, student display, scavenger hunts, book reviews, homework help, little centers. So I just want to show you that today so you could do whatever you want with it because ultimately it's going to be your discretion how you want to use it inside the classroom. I know you guys have a lot of sessions today and you learn something new but you don't know how to embed it. I just wanted to give you guys the general guidelines how to do it and now you can pretty much explore that on your own.